Oh, welcome back to another newbie challenge. I got a few an hour or two this morning so I decided to make a video. Well, the wife suggested actually she's very good to me, that woman. Far too good for me. Alright, let's just put that up. So we're gonna go ahead and just carry on with the challenge. I'm gonna give some information, but most of this you will already heard if you bother to watch. And why should use the Motorsport Manager series. I know it's not one of the most popular I do, but I enjoy it. I'm just going to disappear that. Let's go with the. Let's go a little bit more mad, shall we? Right now, put that down. Right, as I said on that one, Mum is now in palliative care, they call it, which basically means that she's receiving no treatment now, just pain relief. Because the end, well, she's not going to recover. Let's not beat about the bush. Could do with bringing this up a bit faster. Take up, see if I do 10. Not too worried, but don't do 10, but just want a bit quick when it is going. Well, we're right on the edge of the field as some of this won't show us been fertilised, but now off screen I will tell you what we've done off screen on here was something, but off screen I finished flattening or compacting the bunker, and I also gone and weeded field 16, and will we get away with this? We need a new weeder after this, but that end will be completely shot. But hey ho, I'm not playing this ultra realistic, which is probably as well. Right, as I said, Mum is now in palliative care. The antibiotics she'd been on the lot for 6 days before they put on palliative care. We went up there, trying to remember when, Friday, and we had a long talk with both the doctor and the consultant, the specialist. And the conclusion was, well, they'd already come to the conclusion there was no hope. The very strong antibiotics he had been on were having no effect on the disease whatsoever. Just not touching it at all. I want to get as close to those as I can. It won't make any difference because, frankly, it isn't going to get, unless it's in the actual field area, it's not going to be fertilised anyway. Now, where's the nearest one? No, I don't want that one there, I don't think. Oh, better lift that up. Let's just come out a bit. This is the trouble when you're running without. No, it's going all the way up there. I think we'll do one by hand. Come on. Be brave. Yes, and before the 6 days of very strong antibiotics, she was on a sort of medium strength. A general purpose antibiotic, was they're trying to sort out what it was before they had all the results from the scans and what have you. And before that she had 3 days on lower strength ones from a doctor for the UTI, urinary tract infection. And none of those had even touched the infection, which was coming, they think, from the gallbladder. In fact, it was getting worse, and they fear that there is something else behind it. There was a procedure that they could do, which was basically a swallow and a camera and a stent, and they work it all the way through a system till it gets to the gallbladder, and they open up the top of the gallbladder to allow those stones to pass out. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Well, they got the specialist in, and who does this, and he said he couldn't do it with Mum in the condition she was in. If she was younger, they might consider, but not at her age and in her general health. I'm just going to... Oh, didn't mean to come out of cab. I'm just going to go back and see if we can get this next one. We know roughly where we've got to be. We'll try this. Shall we try? Yes, we'll try this. Alright, anyway, that's that. So we're up there now to at hospital, waiting for the end. I can truthfully say now, if someone asks why mum's in hospital, I say, well, what's he in hospital for? And I say dying. But it's part of my black humour which keeps me going. Oh. Alright, anyway, on to this. As you will know if you looked at the comments on the video I put up to sort out what two maps to continue with apart from this and Motorsport Manager, and the results are in. It's Blickling in the museum, not necessarily that order of photon, but they're the top two. Whether I get too many done before 19 lands is another. It's a bit open to doubt at the moment, because I'm having to find odd moments to make videos. And yes, I do want to make videos. I do want to play. I do play because it helps me. I had a lovely message from Buck Wild. No, you all know Buck. I don't care if you watched. If you look at the comments, every so often he comments in, and he's got his own problems, and he said what I've been thinking, that if you're playing and it's helping, continue. You cannot let your mind dwell all the time. So for these half hour or so, my mind will be a blank. Mind you, some people say my mind's a blank anyway. They're probably correct. Oh, and you notice, I don't know if I've done that last time. I finally put that cruise control add-on on there. So either that, I was going to have to shove a gearbox mod on to get the actual cruise controls. I'm not really using them, but that's there if I wanted to. This won't take too long, but I've got the kettle to clean out, and we'll probably fill them up with food again. And we'll see how the bunker shouldn't be too far advanced yet. This is early summer, so this will be the second lot of silage out, and we get one more lot done. We should still have the autumn cut to go. It's going to be early, luckily. I'm trying to do this properly. I hope you're impressed. Probably you're not, because you know this won't last. Right, let's have a look. Yep, that looks about right. Drop it on down again. Make sure that it's down. Oh yeah. About 2 more passes and we'll be done here. I decided I'd do this one on screen. It's quicker. The loading the BGA, I'm going to do the same as I did last time. I'll start it by hand. I'll do a large proportion in the middle off screen using course plate, and I'll finish it off by hand. Need to see what the cattle need, and hopefully we should have a cow. We should get possibly 2 cows this summer, because they only breed in the summer. And I hope that I'm still hoping that this pack actually gets modified for 19. This Modern Classics pack. This is the one I'm going to probably use most of. A lot of the Coon stuff I think is going into the base game at 19, but This actual pack is one I use a lot of stuff from though. This tractor, and I used, was it 2 or 3 parts of it for the museum. That's the slightly more modern stuff to do the hard work. No, I think we're going to miss that there, so I'm going to take that off there again. Just go a bit further this way. I think it should be about here. I could probably get away. Let's see where it goes. Shall we? Yeah, let's. That's exciting. Oh yes, that's the right one. We're on the right band. That's the problem. I'm so used to using all the HUDs up, trying to play with less HUDs. I'm not going to go to nil HUDs. This here could really do it's about as I thought inside, but it could do as a wash, but I can't afford a wash. If I hadn't tied my hands behind my back on what I could use, I'd have that little Honda Pod wash. That's relatively cheap, and it looks the part. You've seen it on some of my other videos. In fact, if I was ready to go for it, I'd put the Black Sheep Modding wash pad in. That is a brilliant mod. It looks the part, it works. What more could you ask? Right, I think that'll do. Well, slow down. I think we've got everything. Oh, I might be a little. There's a little strip that I think I missed. Oh, come on, let's do that, shall we? I think I can see a little bit just here, which don't look like it's been done. So we just go up and yeah, it looks better. Not shown. Oh, I think we got it all now. So it wouldn't shown on the little map. Oh yeah, anybody watches who makes videos, I haven't been watching so many videos just lately. I will try and catch up again. But my Soft Knot Extreme map is going quite well, which is the one I'm playing mainly off screen. I might change it over to the 3.1 version and play that a bit more off screen. And for those who are worried or wondering, it looks like we would have got that second harvest off that field. Oh, dependent on the weather, of course. Everything's always dependent on the weather. Right, let's I hope you like the way I'm doing this. No, I haven't got. No, I couldn't remember if I had manual attach on or not. Right, now I think I need the bucket on first. I was thinking what tractor I'd use if the Bond Classic pack was then. The nearest thing would be the Steer Multi. But it hasn't got the same horsepower. It's only about 114 horsepower with the maximum engine, and it costs more. So it would have made it more difficult. All one of Ultras, of course. Going costs more. But this is 139 horse, so it can pull just about everything I need to pull anyway, with ease. Well, as much ease as Cavalier Roy's Newbie allows you to pull anything. It's not the or is it easier? I think I should have got the slightly wider forks, but there. I think we've got the 30s on. We should have got the 60s, I think, but too late now. I could be wrong, of course. It could be just my awful driving not allowing me to drive in there properly. I think we've got some in here. I always try and keep this as clean as I can, because I'm trying to get productivity up high. Not easy, not for me anyway. Right, let's just get the bucket over where the start the trigger is, and about there. Ah. No, we caught the start the trigger. Well done. Could have his gate open the other end to make it easier, but for realism's sake, I better shut it. Oh, we've got one little bit left here. Can we just pick that up? I'm trying to do so which is cheaty a bit. Let's run over backwards. Yeah, we got it. Run over backwards to get it. You won't pick much up with a bucket if you do use that method. I have in the dim and distant past used a front loader, not very well, just a bucket of it. But, when I worked at the Maltings, we had a range of tractors over the years. Started off with a really awful British Leyland. Oh, that was terrible. I went to a second-hand case, that wasn't so bad. And we ended up with a new John Deere. I never got a chance to drive that, no one would let me. Can't understand why. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I hope you're not using the earphones and I've just deafened you. Let's see what else we've got to do here. That's all done. Animals. Yeah, it's still on 55 hours. It'll be another couple of days. We might get 2 done this year. We're up to 84% there. Cleanliness will be right. Water, I think we put some par food in. All bulbs grass this time. In fact, no, what I'm going to do is just check and see if there's any eggs. Only one, right. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to stop this. Stop this here. Yeah, we're just going to fast forward time to the next day. So I think we've done everything we nicely can today. I said we'd have a look and see how this is doing. That's 1%. I wouldn't want to stand on here whilst we do it. Yes, I'm using fast forward. I won't say it's not actually recommended, but with care it works well. This is the upside down version of it. And it's go to dawn, and we're now up to 30%. 2 more days, roughly. And we've got another 5,000. So what we were going to do now, we need to do the cleanliness again, and I think we better do the rest of it. And we get as much of that done as we can in the time we got. We really plan over 5,000. 125,000 in debt. Just check that everything else is okay. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do there. Animals again. Clean them out again. Yeah, it's a lot of cleaning out. Come over to the correct side to get in. Walking under the bucket, which really is a no-no. Should not have left it up there anyway. I always know what I've done wrong. Just do it again and again and again. Consistency is my speciality. Let me just go forward nice and steady. Not so much in here this time, doesn't look like. Try and get that past there. About there, I think. So we want it just skimming the top enough to pick it all up. Hard to see where we got it all. Yeah, I think we have. So in that case, I have to face forward to do this, so I don't drop it all out again. Huh? Just check I haven't. I have to say, it's got me worried now. Oh, we're right. I'm tipping everything outside because it's so much simpler than trying to get a front loader turned up in there. A skid steer is perfect in there, but again, sometimes we can't afford. Ah, poor old farmer, always bleating about how hard up he is. Oh, and one thing I should just thank everybody for their kind words. I keep forgetting to do that, and I really mean it. It means a lot to me. Well, we've got a bit of time. I will probably just do the parkour this time. One minute, let's just see what eggs we got there. 50. I'm going to go and pick the eggs up first. There's a reason for it. We're going to go up the top and just pick up some of the parkour from the top, a bucket full, I think. Just so we have a look, see what we've got up there. Trying to pick some of these eggs up. As I said before, they're no longer acrobatic gymnastic chickens, I'm glad to say. But they do like hiding. This is one of the least favourite parts for me, apart from lumber. Of the farming sim series, the egg hunt. It's not my favourite bit. I don't like it. It's unnecessary. As you find in real life, chickens with nailed lay in the same spot. I think Johnny V's got it right. This is an Afghanot, where he's put them all lying in one area. You still got the eggs out in the open, but it's not as bad as it was, and it doesn't take as long. Alright, this is the top half. For those who haven't seen this map, this is the top half. It used to be the pig farm, I believe, but a couple of issues ago, or versions ago, it got changed, and it got this nice big placeable area. And see, we've got some. Show you what we've got up here still. We've still got a whole load of hay bales, so we can about feed hay for quite a while. We've got some straw bales, which again is a good job, and we also got some more, and it's come through the wall there. We also got some more par food. I'll take one bucketful down, and I'll get the rest from down there, but just thought I'd show you what we've got up here, for those who haven't seen this area. But this is a nice, it does make a very nice area for placeables. That's it, it's full. Just take one down. During the winter I'll have to, or when we run out down below, we will have to take this out. I think there's 2 load in here, so it's not going to last long. And when we get that done, then we really are hoping that we're getting close towards the end of the of my trial period here. I need to get some grass out of there. That's a sheep meadow. Again, I'm going through things for people who have never played this map. Let's talk about that. That's the full map. Yes, these are fields you start with. I haven't increased those. As you see, there's a lot of small fields and it's one or two big fields. But equipment wise, you are looking at small to medium equipment. Don't go think you're going to get a big bud around here. I do hear that Stu managed it, and someone else I think, but it's not a map really made for the really big equipment. It's made for this type of stuff. And with this it works well. You know, just over the really tiny old stuff. So we're doing here now. A couple, three more yet. I've got this horrible feeling we are going to run out of TMR this year. Or be very close to run out. We're only a quarter of the way through the year at the moment. Oh, this is the fun bit. Getting in there. Now the idea of this, for those who don't know, and I'll run through that again, what I'm trying to do is play this with the minimum of equipment. Hence the fact I only got the one tractor. And we're lucky to have that. It's a good tractor, it is an excellent tractor. It can do everything. It can plough, well, a lot of the plough isn't too big. Cultivate. It's got front 3 points, so you can run stuff at the front and the back. So I quite often have the mower on the front and the forage wagon on the back. So all I'm doing at the moment is collecting grass. I'm not doing any hay, and I hope I don't have to. But if we have to, we could. This will do it. Yeah, sound like a salesman, don't I? A case salesman. How are we doing that? When we get some more cattle in there, I think this is going to get desperate. I think we will have to bite the bullet and buy another field just for hay making. I have got another shed round the corner from here, which has got quite full, but it's worrying the way we're getting through this already. Just going to try and fill up this. Oops. This here, then we call it quits. In fact, what we'll do is we'll take this shot from here. I need a screenshot, so it's going to be a loud click in a moment. About now. That told you. Right, there we go. Let's get this one in. I think we'll call it quits then. And we'll carry on with this next time we play. I think I'm going to be playing mainly this and Motorsport Manager until Mum's back out. Both of which are easy to set up. As you can see, I can do just about everything on here on screen. No having to play hours to get up to the next bit in the same as Motorsport Manager. Low Motorsport Manager is not my one that gets most views. In fact, it gets least views of any. But I enjoy making them. Right, with that I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. We're quite a laid back bunch here. In fact, I've been told if I lay back any further I'm going to fall over backwards. So with that is Mervin's. Oh, any comments, questions? I almost forgot that bit. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions? Feel free to post them in the comments section. I think there might be some here. Let's try this. Ah, yeah, that's why we started falling over. Feel free to post them in the comment section. I read every one. And I'm so grateful for the very kind comments I've been getting lately. But that, oh yes, but that is him saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.